It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Chicago Bulls. And guys, for the Bulls, the results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. So often we talk about players we'll get to see on the floor, but Shaq, you had a chance to speak with a player in tonight's game. You met up with DJ recently. Anything you want to share?
Ernie, I was so impressed. This guy has the temperament that all greats of the NBA have. He loves basketball, and he loves music. So do I. We talked about it for hours.
Wait, you were with DJ for hours?
I sure was.
And you ain't called me. You know that's like DJ's one of my favorite players. I'd like to hang out with him just to see what it is. It's like that now?
What had happened was the phone had fell in the pool, and I didn't get a chance to replace it.
I had no idea he was such a big country music fan.
Oh, he loves it.
I think it's time to fold him right now.
Yeah. I think a lot of people already fold him.
System every night now. Not just like life or death. My rebels. My poetry's deep. I never felt.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. It's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And making it look easy. I mean, a terrific run. And who knows, this may just be the tip of the iceberg. They could have a lot more wins in store before it's all said and done.
I wouldn't be surprised at all given the way they are playing. Team basketball at its finest.
And before this game gets going, let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Fred Hoiberg. David.
Well, guys, when I asked him what impressed him the most about today's opponent, he immediately referred to the explosiveness on their offense.
Thanks so much, David. Hey, Smitty, when you get this far into the season, we see more teams having to deal with the occasional back-to-back game. Just how hard is it to play 2 nights in a row?
It's extremely hard. You have to be on top of your game, like you say, and for night in and night out for a back-to-back. And what makes it also hard is the opponent and also the amount of travel. Sometimes you're getting in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to turn around and play again. You just haven't been enough time to recover. That's when you have a deep roster. Those guys can help.
People don't realize back in the day there were 4 and 5 days, 5 and 7 days, and those are tough.
Those are extremely tough.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Dwayne Wade, EJ out there with Markkanen. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Parsons in at the small forward. Here's Kaminsky. No good from outside. And here are the Bulls now. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
Well, sometimes the away games brings guys together. It's you versus the world in that situation.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. And Lamb kicks to Howard. Outside, Walker. 5 on the clock. Back to Howard. The Hornets Hornets need to get a shot off here. No good from Lamb. On defense, Charlotte. It's a three-point game. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. And that one, it didn't happen.
You know, it's not rocket science. When you're cold from the perimeter, you got to pound it inside and at least draw some fouls.
Now, here's Walker following the miss by DJ.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Parsons for three. Another three for Chicago.
He's a factor in transition. Chandler Parsons, very fluid.
Charlotte has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Howard with a screen on Levine. Now the dish to Lamb. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Walker with it. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Just 3 to shoot from deep three-point range.
This is the opposite of how they wanted to start this game. 0 for 4 already.
DJ kicks to Levine. Down low and stolen by Howard. On the wing, Lamb. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. Here is Howard. 6 on the shot clock. And Lamb kicks to Walker. Batum inside the three-point line. Charlotte no good that time either.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Well, whenever you watch the Bulls, you can't help but think back to their golden age. I remember those days. The 90 Bulls are arguably one of the best teams ever. Hard to argue with the greatness of those teams.
Now here's Walker. Following the miss by DJ. Overweight. Walker missing again.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
And Parsons kicks to Levine. DJ with it, working on Howard. And that one is good from DJ. And news coming out that DJ will be gracing the cover of NBA 2K19. I assume that is some sort of video game or something. And that this is a big deal. But to be honest, Greg, I've never heard of it before.
To be honest, it seems like that company has gotten a little desperate for attention if they are putting an undrafted player like DJ on their cover. The whole thing smells like a marketing stunt to me, partner. And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest two guards to ever play.
First one falls for him. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all-NBA team. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
So Charlotte calls timeout. They're first. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And the difference on that night is their ability to knock down triples.
What they did, they made a serious effort to generate good shots along the perimeter. Extremely accurate.
Smitty, you call college basketball games as well. We know you had a terrific career in East Lansing with Michigan State. We're starting to hear from some players, Ben Simmons for one, critiquing the college basketball system for the financial setup and the stringent eligibility rules. Do you give any credence to these complaints? Is the kid right? What changes you think might be made? It's a loaded question with a lot of answer, I'm sure, to it. but it's certainly on the tip of a lot of people's tongue right now.
And I think it should be. You've had some coaches coming out and saying there's some kind of way to be able to change this system and be able to benefit some of these players. I look at it some way, Kevin, where there's some kind of way you have an insurance policy for these guys or some kind of way that they'll be able to finish their degree, even go on to finish their master's degree as long as they want from any college, not just the college they came from. And I also think some kind of way there should be some kind of financial stipend for these guys.
And the ball travels out of bounds. Last touch by Kid Gilchrist. There's 1:54 left to play in the first. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And across the NBA, we've seen players taking a vocal stance on various social issues. Smitty, you think that's pretty important?
Very important, and I think this generation has done it better than my generation. Obviously speaking out, but yes, they're using their social media tools to come out and talk about important issues. And the one thing you just want to bring light to these issues, and hopefully a lot of people, the more light you bring, the more solutions I think will come about.
Well said. Got a piece of it.
And there's a certain art to blocking shots without fouling. DJ with perfect timing.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Here's Wells. It's good from long range.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
Feeds it to Kaminsky. He kicks it to Monk. Shot to stop the run. Mirotic grabs the miss.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Now a chance to check out which rookies are the best of the best. Still in February, so there is a lot of season left to go. But this group, folks, has separated themselves in the race for Rookie of the Year. You look at DJ all season long. He has proven again and again that he's the cream of the crop. He's in the top spot right now, and the hardware could be his.
I will be surprised given how hard he's worked, how well he's produced. This is a guy you can build a team around.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, is too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Now, here's Monk, guarded by Holiday. They set the pick. Delaney. Charlotte again missing.
They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
Yes, he is definitely going to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. Kept alive by Charlotte. Kaminsky kicks to Delaney. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. There's the feed to Kaminsky. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. And Holiday kicks to DJ. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Well, this whole period for him, it's been challenging. You can tell he's starting to press.
And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
I say it's the #1 reason why they are ahead in this game right now.
And so it's Chicago. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be right back after this. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the floor.
Play free. Just play like playing street ball. Just have fun. Just play the game that you've been playing, forever.
Infectious enthusiasm. You see it every time he's making some changes. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Lamb comes in for Monk. And Walker subbed in for Malcolm Delaney. They've got Batum. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hornets 5. Some solid defense there from DJ.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Nets played superb basketball. He finished with 30 points and was his usual dominant self on the glass. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. But we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter how good he is, he's always thinking he can do better.
It's going to be tough. I'm sure their entire defensive game plan is centered around how to stop him. They're going to be all over him.
So he gets them both. And as great as Nicholas Batum is, the one issue he's dealt with, Greg, his entire career is staying consistent during games.
And with his skill set, it is hard for Batum to be completely absent. He can play, though, too passively at times when you know what he's capable of. And he's at his best when he is active and aggressive.
Wade outside. High post try, and they pick up 2.
The mid-range jump shot has always been a staple of D-Wade's game.
For Charlotte, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. And here's Walker. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Lamb. But they'll get another chance. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
I love the effort just to get a hand in there. He is disrupting the offensive flow.
Charlotte making a switch here. Carter Williams is checked in. Shots good by Walker.
And he's kind of always had that shoot-first mentality for a point guard. And when you can shoot it like Walker, it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Levine dishes to DJ. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. DJ's got his second bucket.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Here's Carter Williams, and another 3 for Charlotte.
If you're guarding MCW, that's what you want to do. You want to bait him to take threes. But here, he nailed it.
There's a screen. Here's Wade. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. For Chicago, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
And he's good on the second.
Dwayne Wade at the stripe. How many times have we said that before? He lives there.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Carter Williams. Walker against Wade, and Walker kicks to Kaminsky. And another 3 for Charlotte.
And shooting better from three-point range here in the second, but overall still struggling right around 30% from beyond for the game.
And DJ throws it down.
That's how you finish a play, and that's how you fire up your teammates. DJ in the house.
Kaminsky in the corner. A 3-ball. Bangs home the trifecta. Kaminsky's got a pair of triples in the second now for Charlotte.
This is where we're going in the NBA right now. Stretch big.
And so we wrap up the first half. Bulls lead by 15. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Another quick start here in this first half. What has been the key the last few games?
Oh, D.A., my teammates have done a great job of getting me in a rhythm early on in the game. If I get a few touches early on, I feel more engaged, and it builds from there. I mean, this whole team does a great job of believing in one another and setting each other up for success.
Well, so far, so good tonight. Thanks. Guys, back to you.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. as we begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been quite a game for Chandler Parsons.
I guess you could say his performance transcends the stat sheet.
Well, there are guys who worry about their numbers. He is not one of those guys, believe me.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Markkanen is out there with DJ. Then it's Zach LaVine. Then there's Dwayne Wade. And it's Parsons in at the 3 spot. We all know just how physically strong NBA players are, Steve, but they have to be mentally tough as well. How about in that category? Who has the best mental toughness, guys you've observed?
I look at a guy that loves the big moment right now. On top of the list, it has to be a Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, the great ones. Russell Westbrook, I mean, his focus, and James Harden, those are the guys that stick out for me that just come in and night out. Al Horford, mental toughness. You love those guys because their mental toughness match their skill set. They usually have great results.
Parsons against Batum. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. Off target with his 3. The Bulls leading by 15. Pulls up on the wing. Here's Markkanen. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Howard.
A very disappointing start to this half. 3 attempts with nothing to show for it.
Batum against Parsons. Off the left rim and out. Chicago's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the 3-point shot tonight. To the inside. Basket counts. Parsons got the first points of the second half up on the board for the Bulls.
He's not shy around the rim. Chandler Parsons with the length to work inside.
Charlotte calls timeout. For so long, the Hornets have been one of the most disciplined teams, Greg, in the NBA.
Yeah, you look at how this team takes care of the ball, and from the first guy to the last, it says something about how much pride they take in that. Minimizing turnovers goes a long way in terms of winning games. It's been a part of the basketball culture with the Hornets for quite some time.
Off target right now. 4 straight misses coming out of the half.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch.
Now here's Markkanen. LaVine passes to Markkanen. LaVine dishes to Holiday. There's the pick. Shot clock at 5. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Well, this Bulls team, the definition of mediocre last season, finished a 41-41 record. They decided it was time to trade away Jimmy Butler and go young.
Valentine's checked in for Zach LaVine.
And it's interesting. I think the one thing you need to drive improvement is a desire to be among the best. I think DJ has that.
Here's Kaminsky. Good on the triple. Kaminsky's got 9. And for the Bulls, some felt they didn't get enough back in return for Jimmy Butler from Minnesota. Smitty, what's your take on that?
Well, the Bulls got younger. They got some shooting, which they really needed. Ask me in a few years after we see how these young fellas develop. Superb pick there that allowed his teammate to get open and get a clean look at the basket.
And Lamb kicks to Delaney. Kaminsky, the pass to Delaney. Screen by Howard. There's the screen. Lamb dishes to Kaminsky. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Kaminsky's got 5 points now this quarter.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Simmons on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
That was a nice screen set. DJ willing to sacrifice his body to spring open his teammate.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Monk kicks to Lamb. Over Simmons. No good from Lamb.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Second chance shot. And it's DJ missing.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Delaney, the pass to Lamb. Screen by Howard. Kaminsky kicks to Lamb. A three-pointer off the mark.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
Holiday gets the bucket.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Finds some space out beyond the arc. You think back when Fred Hoiberg was a player in the NBA, great shooter who had a strong knowledge of the game. Not too surprised he ended up as a coach. He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
DJ with it, working on Howard. And DJ throws it down. Great game for him, double-double now. 10 points and 13 rebounds. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Howard with a screen on Holiday. Delaney kicks to Howard to stop the run. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
You like how he uses his height there.
Sure, working the in-between area. Not many guys with the length to bother him.
And DJ throws it down.
You're right, that's another one for DJ. He's definitely got it going tonight.
Charlotte's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Dishes to Monk. There's the pass to Lamb. Down low, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Lauri Markkanen. Charlotte shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
So he gets them both. And Levine, here we go. And DJ throws it down.
That is just hustle, hustle, hustle. DJ beating everyone to the glass.
And so it's DJ making highlights for the Chicago Bulls. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. And so here's Charlotte. Batuma's out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Michael Carter-Williams. Then it's Kaminsky. And it's Walker in at the point. So that's the lineup for Charlotte.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And DJ throws it down.
His teammates recognize that he has the hot hand going. That's why they get him the ball every chance they get.
Charlotte shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Kidd-Gilchrist, a screen on Levine. And Walker kicks to Kaminsky. From deep. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chicago making some changes. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Payne kicks to Wells. Back to Payne. From outside the arc, Mirotic gets the bucket.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
You know what they've done? They've been aggressive on both ends. That's showing up on the scoreboard.
Monk dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Screen by Howard. Here's Monk. Charlotte no good that time either. Chicago's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. They get the rebound. And it's DJ missing.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Batum hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Here's the screen. Payne passes to DJ. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Foul on the play, basket count, so it'll be a three-point play chance. And Steve, in your playing days, you always struck that balance, I always thought, between calling your own number and creating for teammates. That's a real gift.
It is, and I think the value of playing winning basketball, Kevin, is whatever play dictates making your teammates better or making the winning play. I think a lot of guys right now get caught up in stats. Whatever's the play to help your team win, that's the play that needs to be made.
Yeah, well said. Well, in the last half-decade or so, the NBA, Steve, has realized the true value of the corner three, and now offenses all over the league are designed to take advantage of it. Part of that is because it's just closer to the rim than any other three-pointer.
Yeah, you're right, and you should. I mean, when you have a three-point arc, yes, the corner threes are going to be shorter, and it's harder from a guy to shoot it from straight on. But when you have a guy that can shoot it straight on, you can see the dynamics of a team defensively. It's hard to cover. But I don't think the NBA should widen the court because of the value of the corner three. That's a part of the game.
Should the lane be widened? Should we talk about the court and making all the threes the same length? What about the lane?
Well, I think you can widen the lane if you change the defensive rules, because right now you're allowed to play zone. If you went back to man-to-man, yes, I think you should widen it. But if teams are allowed to play zone, I think the value of keeping it the same helps the defense a little bit more.
Snatched up.
Is it me, or does it just feel like he gets every rebound that comes up?
No, it's felt like that all game. He is just aggressive and finds ways to snag rebounds out of thin air sometimes.
And the first one at the line is good. Bacon, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And the Bulls making a change also. Holiday's checked in. He's perfect from the line this time. Here's Charlotte. Hasek with a screen on Holiday. Here's Delaney. Here's Hasek. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Wells. He's guarded closely, and DJ throws it down.
And just staying aggressive, continuing to extend that lead.
They left nothing to chance. This is how you close out.
Carter Williams kicks to Hasek. Now Carter Williams making the pass to Hasek. They set the pick. Screen by Hasek. Here's Delaney. Offline with his three. From deep. Misses there. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Hey, that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
DJ, great game.
Char.
The guys back in the studio want to do an interview with you.
Nice.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey again, everybody. Ernie Johnson. I got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet here. Standing by on headset near the locker rooms, right down the hall, around the corner. We get a chance to catch up with our postgame guest.
Hey, this is Shaq. Big shout out for the way you lit up and still control the boards. Are you pleased with the inside presence of your team?
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. You know, one thing that we strive for as a team is just to have an edge on the glass and to close out those possessions quickly. And, you know, I thought we did a great job of that as a team tonight, and the points were just an added bonus.
Great job, Windex, my guy.
And, folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always our pleasure, although sometimes it's yours as well. For Kenny the Jet and Shaquille, Ernie Johnson, have a great night.